now time for Compas on the NFL. Gilbert, we have a new layer of drama. The drama. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. It felt a little WWE-esque. As soon as John Harbaugh sat down, the tweet comes out that he wants to get traded. But let me ask you. I mean, what do you think about what's going on right now with Lamar Jackson? Do you think he needs to get traded, or do you think that these teams are going to be able to come to some agreement and they might be able to keep him?
Yeah, I feel like there's always some weird thing going on with Lamar Jackson. Like before the weekend started, it was Ken Francis, the pretend agent of Lamar
Yeah.
Jackson, going around pitching teams to trade him or to maybe
And then Lamar Jackson comes out with a tweet with laughing emojis. That ain't
yeah.
true.
But supposedly what Pelissero said, like that this Ken Francis guy who I just picture with a fake mustache going around talking to teams was more there
Looking like
to
Steve Francis.
yeah the Houston Rockets.
Rockets. Yep.
There you go. Ken Francis was going around promoting like a new invention that they made, like a gym thing. It's like a portable gym, by the way. And if I'm gonna grade the name, it's a terrible name. It's called The Entire, just because the entire gym is next to you. It was like you could do better than that. But Lamar Jackson and Ken Francis are trying to promote that. That's what Lamar was saying. But apparently, he was trying, hey, come trade for Lamar Jackson in the Indianapolis Colts or Washington Commanders or you New England Patriots. So I feel like they're heading for a divorce. I think Lamar Jackson's trying to get out of there. But when you hear John Harbaugh having his waffles with the media, and he's like, okay, I guess Lamar Jackson, like he seemed like very too calm, and maybe because he's a professional, he's been doing it for a long time. But there's two things I thought. But maybe Lamar Jackson was nice enough to say, hey, John, I love you, but I'm gonna give you a heads up before your interviews today with the media in Arizona. I'm gonna release a statement saying that I requested a trade. So be on the lookout, because this guy was not flustered. It was a bunch of people running over. It sounded like a zoo out there, like there was a bunch of chaos. And John Harbaugh, like, no, we love Lamar. We love Lamar. Nothing's gonna happen. So shout out to him to kind of keeping that together. So that makes me believe a little bit there's something there. They're gonna repair this, but I feel like Lamar wants to get out. And the more he pushes, the more he's gonna try to get out. And he might get his wish. But the other part of it too is the whole agent situation. I keep going back and forth, like, yeah, it helps you out having an agent, but then I feel like agents, NFL insiders, owners, they all hate this. So they're all trying to make Lamar the bad guy. So people who want to go this route will say, you know what happened to Lamar? We don't want to deal with that. So in a way, I kind of want Lamar to win that battle now, because he's like him against, it's like Jon Snow with the sword coming out and everybody's coming at him in Game of Thrones. At some point, okay, stop messing with Lamar, let him do whatever he wants. Like, at this point, it's like, do what you want, man. You don't want an agent, okay, but the whole NFL is trying to prevent that. I don't like that. But then the whole Ken Francis thing is also weird. So it's just a whole weird chapter, Fernando.
No, I completely agree. Obviously, and you know what? What did you say? You said that he was eating waffles. It just reminded me of this scene where in draft day, here we go, like this part.
Come on, Tom, say it with me, you pancake eating motherfucker.
How do you remember this line, man?
I just watched this movie.
I don't know. I think I told you this already, but I've never seen this movie.
Deal.
I've seen like clips of it because of you and other people, but I need to make an effort to sit down and watch it fully. Is it like on Amazon or something?
It's on HBO Max.
Okay, all right, I'll check it
But
out.
you watch it and then watch the version with Tom Telesco. Watch. I'm telling you, some people say that Tom has no personality. That part really brings out some personality, so it's pretty interesting. But that just when he said that he was eating waffles, I'm like, say it with me, you pancake eating mf'er. But yeah, well, give me three teams that you'd like to see him on.
Yeah, well, the other chapter of this weird situation is Meek Mill calling up Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, saying, "Hey, go get my boy Lamar Jackson in New England." And it got me thinking, like, I actually like it because I'm not sure what's going on with Mac Jones. Like, I feel like Bill Belichick and Mac Jones are like, okay,
something weird there.
What the heck happened your sophomore year, second year? Like Bill Belichick, like, it feels like if you like lose respect or you do something to rub him the wrong way or something that just throws him off, he's gonna hold you accountable. It's like, you know what, get out of here, kid. If you don't follow the rules of Patriot way, you get out of here. And to credit Tom Brady, he made it work with Bill Belichick for so many years. And Mac Jones, for some reason, you know, maybe not his fault, but he hated what happened with the offensive coaches there, with Patricia being the play caller. Like, I don't blame him for speaking out, but maybe Belichick hated that. And then let's just face it, even Mac Jones' best year, like with Bill O'Brien there, maybe he could do well. His ceiling is not that high. Like, I feel like he's gonna be like a guy like maybe like Derek Carr, Kirk Cousins territory, but like Lamar Jackson is much better than that. So if you're Bill Belichick and you're trying to win another Super Bowl before you leave, go call up Meek Mill and Ken Francis and make a trade happen.
I wonder if Bill O'Brien could switch his offense around to fit what Lamar Jackson does. And that's where if I'm Lamar Jackson, I'm careful with where they decide to trade me if I have a say in it, because I'm looking around, I'm saying, okay, who could make the switch? Eric Bieniemy, I feel like could make the switch. There's other teams that maybe could make the switch. I don't know about the Patriots, and that would make me a little bit nervous. But I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
So what I guess where are you thinking? What's the best one? Because I keep thinking about two AFC teams, the Patriots and the Colts, and like if you want to get them out of the AFC, like what team comes to mind? I don't really know.
By the way, did you see that Deshaun Elliott from the Miami Dolphins was like, bring him to Miami, and somebody goes, "Oh, we have Tua." I'm like, "Oh," so he kind of shot himself in the foot there.
Yeah, I saw that.
If I was an NFC team, damn, it's like what NFC team is built ready to go that maybe they're just missing something.
Yeah,
The
salary cap wise,
only team I could think of was Tampa Bay, but even Tampa Bay already got Baker Mayfield. So yeah, I just don't see it. I'd really like to see him with the Colts. I mean, I think that's the one team that I keep on going back to. Jonathan Taylor needs that injection back and to revive his career. I know a lot of fantasy owners were like waiting all season. This is going to be the game. This is going to be even when he played, even when he was playing those bottom tier teams, and it just never happened. But I like to see him with the Colts. I think Shane Steichen's done it before. I think he could do it again. And I feel like he could build an offense around Lamar that'll really help Lamar exploit. But then there it is again. The AFC is completely stacked of quarterbacks, and the NFC is lacking that quarter. If you look at it, Gilbert, you're about to enter. I mean, you could potentially get Bryce Young into the AFC, and then boom, that list just extends of how many good quarterbacks. And we don't know if Bryce is going to be good or not. But for right now, that list includes Bryce Young or CJ Stroud, but it's mostly NFC teams looking for quarterbacks. But yeah, I'm interested to see what happens.
Well, Victor mentioned in the chat here the Falcons, but the Falcons are one of the teams that say, "Oh, we're not interested." But then again, teams say things, "Oh, you know what? We change our mind." So you never know.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Gilbert, which running back signing and free agency will have the biggest impact for their new team?
Yeah, I think I had here in my notes. Yeah, Damian Harris. And by the way, some of these notes here,
$1.7 million.
Yeah, I was gonna say the money on all of these are like below $2 million or less than $3 million. And yeah, I think Damian Harris would be definitely a big bargain there. Like the Bills don't really need like a for sure like every down workhorse back. Like they just need somebody to help Josh Allen because he runs too much. Like let's face it, like you got to cut down the running. I'm not saying Josh Allen like he's like a one read guy and he takes off. No, he doesn't do that. But I think he feels like he needs to carry the team because they don't really move it with the running back. So they need a running back to be efficient to make Josh Allen trust that he could just hand it off or just make a throw or whatever, a quick dump off there. So Damian Harris with James Cook, by the way, it's a brother, right? Devin Cook. Yeah. He had some good flashes last year where I thought, okay, maybe I should get this guy in fantasy football. But then like he had one good game and then like a bad game. So he's not consistent. So maybe if he figures it out with Damian Harris, I will love that because that's where we're headed now. Or we're not headed. We've been there. A committee backfield. Damian Harris is really solid with the Patriots, but I think he had a couple injury years. But he's not like a very explosive guy. But he's solid, and I think that's what they need in Buffalo.
And he had some pretty explosive games against Buffalo, so they know exactly what they're getting. I'm going to go with Rashad Penny. Why Rashad Penny? With Seattle, I know he was injured often, but there was times where he was one of the best backs in the NFL, and everybody's going to be like, whoa, slow down. I'm like, no, what I'm saying is maybe for 2 or 3 weeks straight, he had great numbers that topped the NFL and everything, and then he would end up getting hurt. Sometimes you need a change of scenery. You're going to Philly. Philly's going to depend on you. I really do think that he can do some good things. Now that Miles Sanders isn't there, I think he could do some really good things in Philly with that offensive line. I think Rashad Penny, if he can stay healthy, he's going to be a bargain for the Eagles. So I'm going to go with former SDSU Aztec, Rashad Penny.
Fernando, that's your way of mentioning the Aztecs in the Final Four.
Yeah, but I don't want to jinx it. So there's no bigger Aztec fan than Dan and Dago, though. He has been screaming. He has been cheering. He has been yelling. You know, it's funny. The other day, I got together with some of the guys from with Eddie and JC from Compas FC, and they were like, Dan, are you excited for baseball season? He's like, I'm not excited till October. Then I'm the biggest damn Padre fan that there is out there. So I mean, we'll go to some games here and there, and you obviously have been to a game with us. But Dan and Diego shows no emotion when the game's on. All he likes to do, the only emotion he likes is putting his cup up to his mouth to drink the little tequila thing that he bought.
He can get drunk on Saturday and cheer on the Aztecs. How about that?
There you go. That'll be interesting. But Gilbert, and this is you guys just trying to get me to get dinged. Pac-Man Jones, by the way, former TNA tag team champion of the world. Pac-Man Jones was on the Pat McAfee show last week, and obviously Pac-Man has some sources, you know. I mean, former player. He said that he had a list of 5 teams that are trying to trade DeAndre Hopkins, or that DeAndre Hopkins would like to get traded to. That was the Baltimore Ravens, the Atlanta Falcons, which was weird, the Buffalo Bills, the Raiders, and the Patriots. I already saw some Raiders beat writers come out and go, nah, that's not going to happen. So that was pretty funny how quickly they shot that down. Gilbert, what is the best fit for D-Hop? Where would you ultimately like to see him go?
Yeah, I was surprised this list was like, I don't know, like more contenders is what I'm trying to say, I guess, or better quarterbacks for DeAndre Hopkins, because he hasn't won a Super Bowl.
I already gave you my take from last year or last week.
Yeah, you did. That's why I said the Chiefs on Chiefs, because the Chiefs need a wide receiver, man. They really do. But I guess, sorry, your team from last week, and you know, maybe the only reason I like the Falcons is like Victor was saying, eventually get over at Atlanta and go get Lamar Jackson. Imagine Lamar Jackson and DeAndre Hopkins at Atlanta, but I don't know.
With Drake London from USC,
yeah, that'd be a good offense. But they were saying they don't want Lamar Jackson, so I'm not gonna say Desmond Ridder and DeAndre Hopkins. I will go then. Because I think the Bills are fine. And for some reason, I think I saw like a report that Bill Belichick is not interested in trading for DeAndre Hopkins. So I'm gonna just rule that one out.
Well, our guy Doug Keat has been on it, so I mean, who knows?
Oh, there you go. That's probably where I saw it.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, my bad. I didn't mean.
But according to sources, conflicting sources there.
Yeah.
But then I guess I'm doing all the rule outs here. I don't know how Victor feels about this one, but I'm gonna say with the Raiders, I feel like the Raiders are kind of in this weird position where they want to win now, but then they're also interested in a quarterback. But they're number 7. They might not get a quarterback, so might as well just try to win now. So you get in that win now mode with the older roster, you know, Davante Adams and D Hop, but Jimmy G, why not? Let's see it happen. I'm cool.
Somebody will be down there.
So that was a very long way to say Raiders. There you
go. Gilbert, by the way, real quick, now that remember all these teams came out and said, "Oh, we don't want Lamar. We don't want Lamar. We don't want Lamar." Do you think that now some of these guys rescinded now that he's asked for the trade? Do you think maybe now they jump into it and they go, you know what? Let's explore this.
I think so. Like it was I think it was so weird that all these teams said it. I think because of the whole doesn't have an agent, wants fully guaranteed money. I think it was just
they don't want to get caught tampering either.
Yeah, like stuff like that. I feel like the owners were like, you know, we're not messing with this. Like whatever, do what you got to do. But now I think after the draft, like say the Falcons miss out, or the Colts miss out, or the Raiders miss out on one of these top 4 quarterbacks, then you start, you know what? We still available. Let's talk.
We have to wait a month. Oh.
Yeah, even the Dolphins have to wait a month because of the whole tampering thing there. So I think this thing's gonna linger another month, and maybe this team like the Falcons could jump in.
I'm tired of seeing and I keep on saying it, and I want to ask Kellen more about this when we get to speak to him next time. The quarterback designated runs, the play calls where you make them run, I don't like it for a guy like Josh Allen who has an arm, who does. So how do you cut that down? You go trade for DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins, Stephon Diggs, and Gabriel Davis. You have probably the best receiving core in the NFL. There would be no excuses. If you don't win it, then you not even Jesus can help you there, because it's gonna be tough. But I definitely think that DeAndre Hopkins going to the Buffalo Bills would be a huge upgrade for them. That would stop, and like we said, Damian Harris, James Cook, you have to stop the designated hits or the designated runs for him. If not, he's going to get hit one time and he's not going to get back up, and he might be out for a while. So I don't like him. I think last year they got lucky with him, but But yeah, I just don't like it. The designated quarterback run. So I'm gonna go D Hop goes to Buffalo.